Okay, we ready? Come on, clapping, whistles, cheers. We have Darren and Eller is here.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Even better when I get this microphone out and stand. No, it is exciting to be here for a lot of reasons. Rob was telling us as we went through the course that some ex-students have actually gone on to bigger and better things because of this course. And that sort of presents the possible scenario tonight where, we could all witness a star being born, which puts all you guys basically in the birth canal. Look, thanks for that. Look, my name's Darren. I've got two kids, and they're early teens, and I suppose we're in that stage with them. We're apart from them costing me a shitload of money and time. Growing up, and they want to be treated like young adults. And I suppose, as a father, as a responsible father, I need to respond to that appropriately. So I've done that. I've stopped smacking them in public. But my daughter keeps putting Justin Bieber posters on the bedroom wall, so that's a work in progress. The pull the finger gag, we've had to stop that in our house. Well, we're phasing it out, let's say. No, seriously, it's a really hard habit to break. It's been a real struggle for my wife. Now, come on, I'm trying to be a good parent here. My son is starting high school next year. And, I said to my wife, look, it's time, it's time. He's starting high school. It's time to get him off the boob. I can't breastfeed forever. He's confident enough, So they're getting older, right? They're getting older, and like I said, they're costing me shitloads of money. My retirement plans have just been blown out of the universe. That pisses me off. So I thought, what I'm going to teach these little buggers, I'm going to give them some jobs around the house, right? I'll teach them about working and money, right? So I've given them some jobs. They're washing the cars, they're mowing the lawns, nothing too difficult, right? They're retiling the upstairs bathroom. And that's going really well, right? It's going well because in the real world, you've got to earn money, right? You've got to earn money, and that's great because that means now I can implement the fridge toll at home. Right? And if they take anything out, the fridge benefits tax kicks in. I'm serious, right? My wife thinks I've gone one step too far, but with the breathing tax. She wants me to scrap that. I said, don't hold your breath. But I know what you're thinking, right? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, that's okay, fridge toll, yeah, pretty good. Fridge benefits tax, yeah. Bit impractical, but, But that's why I've sold the fridge. The vending machine comes next week. I like to watch the news. Most nights. Sit back in my Jason recliner with a cup of tea, watch the news. But I've noticed an alarming trend in the news stories in recent times. Bad things, right? Bad things are happening to people named after fruit. Have you noticed that? Bad things happening to people named after fruit. Like Peaches Geldof, right? Peaches Geldof tragically died a few weeks ago. Apple Paltrow, Gwyneth Paltrow's daughters, right? So poor Apple, her parents are divorcing, right? So, bad things are happening to people named after fruit. You got Peaches, you got Apple. I'm a little bit superstitious, but I am genuinely concerned for bananas in pyjamas. Okay? They're a top bunch of blokes. I hope to see them split. How's the bad paint? But look, I'm a little bit worried for Apple moving forward. It's been reported in the press in the last couple of days that the reason that her parents are getting divorced is because there's some unresolved tension about her name. They've never really decided on a name. When she was born, Gwyneth wanted to call her Pink Lady. But Chris said, no, it's Batlow or nothing, right? They just never decided. I think the message there for everyone is, don't call your kids after a piece of fruit, okay? It's just not sensible. If you do have to call them after a piece of fruit, don't call them peaches, don't call them apple, right? Call them like watermelon. Or orange, right? Watermelon, orange, they're good names, right? Give them something with a thick skin. They're going to need it. But look, it's not all bad news when you sit down and watch the news. You know, there was some happy news from Hollywood recently. You might have heard this. We've got another celebrity wedding to get excited about. Drew Carey, remember Drew Carey? Yeah. And Helen Hunt, remember her? They're getting married. Did you know that? No, yet no. It's very exciting news in Hollywood. They're going to become the new Brangelina, right? The paparazzi's all excited. They've set up camp outside of their apartment block, trying to get that first shot of the Carey Hunts. Good to see the Spooners and devotees of you tonight. I don't remember what I'm going to say next. Oh, flu season. We're in the middle of flu season. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, that's great. And, you know, the doctors and the health people have, you know, spruiking the message. Same message every year, you know, wash your hands. Keep all the germs off your hands. You know, I get a bit sick of it. It's the same thing every year. But I had a bit of a think about it. And, you know, they're justified, I think. You know, go with me on this one, right? Go with me. We wash our cars, right, with this great big sponge, you know, the big yellow thing, massive sponge, we wash our car with that. You know, we wash our pots and pans, you know, with that medium-sized sponge, right? But when it comes to the dirtiest job of the day, and you know what I'm talking about, the only thing between us and getting knuckle deep in shit is 2-ply toilet paper, right? They can send a man to the moon. Right, but we're still wiping our asses with toilet paper. And I think we can do better than that. And you notice how they call it flu season, right? It's like, you know, it's like the footy season. You know, they're trying to appeal, you know, to our love of sport, you know. And I think sport can play a role, right, in raising awareness for the, you know, the things you've got to do during flu season. You know, like the NRL and the AFL, the footy codes, you know, they do stuff every year. They, you know, have like the Jane McGrath week, or, you know, the breast cancer week, and, you know, the week for not kicking your dog, all that sort of stuff, right? They should have a week, you know, of dedicated round for flu season, right? And I think that, you know, the team should change their name just for that week. So like in the AFL, you could have like the Melbourne Mucus, you know, up against the Fremantle Phlegm. The NRL, you can have the South Sydney Snot, you know, playing that team from the Northern Beaches that we all hate, Manly. They can just be called the Spit. You know, it works. The political news keeps my interest these days as I get a bit older. Yeah, we had a new premier recently. Mike Baird's now taken over, and he's hit the ground running. Mike, you know, he's getting out there. He's full of gusto. He made an announcement the other day. He's going to eradicate the city of graffiti. Right? That's bad news for graffiti artists. The writing's really on the wall for those guys. What about maths, right? Our kids, they're really shit at maths now, right? Okay, they're really bad. So, you know, he's issued a warning to underperforming maths teachers. Pick up your game or your days are numbered. He's talking their language, right? He's a man of the people. I'll finish on this one, right? You know, in the federal sphere, Tony Abbott, right? He's had a bit of a rough time. He's had a rough week, actually. He had to make a very unpopular announcement this week. I don't know if you heard it. Very unpopular announcement. He's got the sex party offside big time. Yeah, he had to announce that the plan to subsidise Viagra had to be scrapped. Did you hear that? The plan to subsidise Viagra has been scrapped. The sex party, they're accusing him of breaking an erection promise. That's me done. Thanks for listening.